our headlines this morning. Mr. Anene of Akweze wins 3 million naira tricycle in Anambra State. Anambra State Iriji Festival. Anambra State Attorney General Ifemeje promises sustainable partnership with the state governments as judiciary marks 2024 legal year. Police assures readiness for Ondo State gubernatorial election. Over 100,000 people protest in Valencia, Spain, over floods. A very good morning to you. Welcome to our breakfast news. My name is Ijoma Uche. Mr. Chigozie Anene from Akweze in Anocha local government area emerged victorious again as DG Anambra State at the 2024 statewide Iriji Festival. Mr. Anene, whose victory meant he has won the grand prize for the second time in a row, also won the 2023 edition of the prize. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike Father's report taken from our studios.
As the 2024 winner, he went home with 3 million naira provided by the Anambra State government and presented to him by the governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo. He also received a tricycle from a philanthropist, Chief Christopher Ndubisi, to help him transport his farm produce to the market. Speaking at the event, Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Comrade Don Onyenji, said that the event is significant in the state government's agenda to promote agriculture and as such is a way to celebrate and encourage farmers. On their part, the traditional ruler of Atani, Igwe Azuka Ngode, and his Umumbo counterpart, Igwe Simon Ikechukwu, applauded Governor Soludo's commitment to encouraging people to farm, which has the potential to create jobs, increase revenue, and crash food prices in the market. For the mayor of Ihiala local government area, Engineer Anayochukwu Ojiako, who described the festival as educational and entertaining, appreciated the state government for its continuous support to farmers.
We must start somewhere. How we dress, life, all those values and all of that.
And I will put out a man. I want to watch Chineke Mama. No Lubuni na Ilo, no Galofuma. Onya Vifego Iliji. Oya na will put a watch Chineke Mama.
Can I make it up and Anambra State Nepi? Na Mekotavan Chanino. So no is boy for Ifeji.
It's words that make us Igbo. Iriji is a traditional, a cultural something, and today we have shown it to the world.
Congratulations to him. The bountiful harvest of the 21 local governments in Anambra State and their special masquerade were on display as the state celebrated its 2024 New Yam Festival at Dr. Alese Kweme Square, Oka. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim reports that the Iriji Festival featured a display of cultural procession from representatives of all the 21 local government areas in the state.
Speaking to the ABS, the leader, Orumba South Congress of Councillors, Mr. Francis Onyedeka, lauded the celebration and disclosed that the big yams displayed by the local government were cultivated and harvested by the former Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Chief Emeka Sebodo, saying that his kind gesture has motivated them to go into farming. On his part, the state choreographer with the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism, Chief Obiajolo Edochie, spoke on the significance of crocodile masquerade and others displayed at the ceremony by the ministry. Also at the festival, a special masquerade known as Ajofia Nanka entertained in the Anambra, which according to Mr. Martin Nwanagwa signifies peace and usually performs at Nanka New Yam Festival celebration and ceremonial activities of Ndinze Nozo of the town.
Unu hiji Chukwu ekene na o wetere anyị onye ndu ọkammụta Soludo azi onye ndu Anambra kpụrụ akụkụ Igbo o ji ka eji chekwaba Igbo mgbe gboo ya ka gọvanọ anyị na-ewelatakwa azụ
Igbo Anambra State Cultural Club dabu menye kwakwu egwu ọmụ ya bụ agbata ka wee mee ka wee daa ụda maka na ndị local gọọmenti kwa dị maka ndị igwe niile wee pụta.
Ajọ ọfịa na nanka ọmụmụ anyị na-eme na ememe mmemme na eribe ji mebe omenala Igbo.
In Oka, Chukwuemeka Modelim, ABS News.
Anambra State Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice, Professor Sylvia Ifemeje, has said that the judiciary is central to Governor Chukwuma Soludo's development agenda in the state. Judiciary correspondent Joseph Ebocha reports that in her speech during a special court session at the Judiciary Headquarters, Oka, as part of activities marking the 2024-2025 legal year, Professor Ifemeje said all that the governor desires is cooperation of the people through reciprocal actions. She noted that all failures of societies are traceable to injustices somewhere, adding that once justice becomes the goal, excellence in every area of human society becomes achievable. Professor Ifemeje said that as the theme of the event, advancing judicial excellence in 21st century suggests the Soludo administration is aspiring to continuously enhance judicial excellence within the state. Planning Committee of the 2024 Ofala Festival of Eze Idewu, the third of Achina in Agwata local government area, has unveiled activities lined up for the ceremony. Correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelim reports that the committee announced this during a press conference held at the palace of the traditional ruler of the community, Iwe Nnemeka Obiora. We have his reports.
Addressing journalists, the chairman Publicity Subcommittee of the Ofala Planning Committee, Chief Pat Opala, explained that the Ofala Festival of Igwe Obiora, themed Achena to the World, which we hold next month, is a celebration of their stable leadership in both their town union and royal institution.
In the Ofala event of this year, we are not only celebrating our God-given royal father, we are also celebrating the dividends of having stable leadership in both the town union government and the royal institution.
On his part, the chairman of the Ofala Planning Committee, Sir Emeka Dimude, further said that they will use the auspicious occasion to celebrate the success stories of Achena, peace, love, and progress of the community, as well as thank God for giving them a bumper harvest this year. He announced that the traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Obiora, will also use the occasion to honor some indigents of the community who have contributed to the development of the town with chieftaincy titles, and urged their indigents at home and in the diaspora, as well as the public, to join them in the celebration.
We have two special events set aside on 29th and the 30th of December to showcase Achena to the world.
From Achena, Chukwuemeka Modelim, ABS News.
As the November 16, 2024 gubernatorial elections in Ondo State approach, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Abwetokun, has confirmed that the Nigerian Police Force is fully prepared to secure a peaceful and orderly voting process across the state. He said comprehensive security plans have been developed involving specialized units like the Special Intervention Squad, Counter-Terrorism Unit, and the Police Mobile Force, alongside advanced resources such as aerial patrols and gunboat surveillance for the riverine areas. The IGP, in the strongest terms, warned political thugs and the troublemakers of severe repercussions if they attempt to disrupt the elections, emphasizing that law enforcement agents will show zero tolerance for violence. Ebotokun revealed that the quasi-security squads, including local vigilante forces and the Motokun, have been banned from participating, and underscored that election security is exclusive duty of the federal agencies. The Nigerian police, supported by federal security partners, is set to uphold fairness, transparency, and stability throughout the Ondo State elections. Huge number of people have protested in Valencia against authorities handling the recent deadly floods, demanding the resignation of the regional head, Carlos Mazon. Spanish outlets cited a government body as saying 130,000 people took to the streets with protesters chanting, "We are stained with mud, you are stained with blood." More than 2,000 people died in the flooding, which was caused by torrential rain hitting Valencia and neighboring provinces in October. 80 people are still missing. Banamot midfielder Malachi Ogunleye has committed his international future to Nigeria. The youngster, who was born to a Nigerian father, grew up in England and is eligible to represent both countries. Ogunleye visited Nigeria for the second time in March this year and was attracted by what he saw, according to reports. Emanating from England, the versatile midfielder has now decided to play for Nigeria instead of the European country. The decision has put the youngster in contention to feature for Nigeria at the 2025 African Under-20 Cup of Nations in South Africa. Late Ifeanyi Festus Agobazie, popularly known with Ugoewedo amongst many who knew him, was buried in his country home, Alo, after a funeral service held at St. Andrew Anglican Church, Umoku, Alo. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwude, farthest report taken from our studios.
Which personalities that cut across different societal strata gathered to pay their last respect. Venerable Berechukwu Nwankwo, in his sermon, reminded all of the transient nature of life, admonishing all to live purposefully as each one owes an account of how they live their life to God on the last day. Speaking at the interment of their father at their family compound, Umokwalo, the deceased son and daughter, Dr. Eloka Akwawazie and Mrs. Chidimma Okeke, described their father as an honest man who gave them the best and explained that notwithstanding the absence of their mother, their father gave them all that they could ever ask for and prayed God to bless his soul.
Yeah, but I thank God for the legacies to be able to train a medical doctor. He did well as a man, made sure that he trained everybody and then gave us everything.
Raised us single-handedly for us to be who we are today. I love him so much.
The special advisor to the governor of Anambra State on youth empowerment, Dr. Nelson Omenowa, who attended the funeral ceremony, noted that the deceased was a man of influence and community leader and was an inspiration to the younger generation, added to the legacies he left behind, and condoled with the family. Late Chief Akwawazie died at the age of 80 as political bigwigs in Anambra State and other personalities came to pay condolences to the family.
Remember that you can follow our news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Radio Television, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradio.com. Main points again. Mr. Anene of Akweze has won 3 million naira and tricycle in Anambra State Iriji Festival. Anambra State Attorney General Ifemeje has promised sustainable partnership with the state governments as judiciary marks 2024 legal year. Police has assured readiness for Ondo State gubernatorial election. Over 100,000 people have protested in Valencia, Spain over floods. And that's our breakfast this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Ijoma. Do have a good day.